Hey, subscribers! It's Ethan here. Well, in this video, we're going to be discussing about original Naruto and Shippuden in this particular discussion. So, of course, you guys already saw the teaser from Twitter. And also, those of you are wondering, hey, are you guys also covering the Boruto? Unfortunately, I won't be covering for this particular video because Boruto has his own different spotlight than Naruto does in after the first two series when it came out. So, yup. So that's what's gonna be for a reason. And I can always do that for another time when MC is ready, when we finish it, Naruto series. But other than that, yeah. So also I'm gonna be saying is that if those of you are wondering what parts do I cover in this particular video, I'll be doing two parts in this video, unfortunately, because it's gonna be long. And the first part I'll be doing is recapping every one of the arcs from the original to Shippuden. So I won't be doing any reviewing like reviewing or scores or all that. Not in this particular video because it's a long full arcs that I don't need to go over for like what my opinions are and the conclusions I can for my favorite arcs and all that, or my least favorite. I can do that, but this is not gonna be in this video though. This video is just gonna be about recapping all the arcs came from original and Shippuden. So, yeah, okay. So, if those of you do not wanna watch it and get spoiled and all that, I would recommend not to get in this video. I would just skip out and I'll give you 10 seconds to do so. Alright, that's it. Okay, so before we do our recaps and all, I would like to do something like this for a second. Pretty cool, huh? That's called Sharingan. So, okay, further ado, for seriousness, let's get down to recaps. Alright, here we are. We're gonna be discussing about first thing in this particular, the original Naruto. Okay, so how this goes is, as I discuss the main of the topic of the arc, we'll go up to where I'm at, above of me, and also with my statues behind me over there. And it goes where the monolith episodes it's at. So, just so you know, and I won't be covering the filter arcs either. So you know, I'm only covering the important arcs, not the filter arcs. Unless if it's something important I'm going to discuss. But other than that, further ado, let's hit the music and get started with the first thing we're going to discuss. Here we go. Alright, first thing I'm going to be talking about is Prologue and Land of Waves. Sorry about that. And the episodes takes up to episode 1 to 19. So that's up to like 19 episodes, you could put it. And the first we're going to talk about is this. We meet Naruto. He's a particular joker, unpredictable, and a sore loser. Of course, the audience knows the truth. Whoa. I honestly already know from the beginning. I felt bad for Naruto though when he had it's like every villagers don't even want to interact with him because he's all different from others, you know? It's kind of sad from the beginning, to be honest. So, Anyway, let's keep discussing this. That Naruto is orphan son of a great leader, and that he is the powerful Nine-Tails Fox trapped inside of him. So basically, I'm not going to talk about this, but there is some backstory about this when I talk about it more further if we get to other arcs later on as it goes. So, yeah, he has a Juriki inside of him. So, yeah. Next thing we're talking about is we meet Sasuke, Naruto's rival, and Sakura as Sasuke's fangirl with a giant crush. Crazy girls. Okay, so with Sasuke, he's more of a chill person and a little more intelligent. He's usually not as outgoing as other characters are. But as for Sakura, she is not sometimes, but she gets a little more aggressively when it comes to Naruto. Oh boy, she gets nuts, man. And she has a huge crush on Sasuke too. I'm just like, what's up with this girl? You get the gist of when you first watch it. These three get tossed together into a team with the elite ninja Kakashi. So it means let's say they were in some kind of exams that while they're in academy in ninjas. So let's say that Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura, they're all in the class, same with other ninjas, of course. And let's say after they do all their own tests and stuff, they get thrown in each team. So as I read, I will tell you more when we get there. The prologue isn't the best story arc, but it's fun to watch. If you watched Naruto before, it can be nostalgic watching these characters when they were less serious and goofer, which obviously it was. The Land of Waves arc is also the first time that we see Team 7 in action. We also get the Great Naruto Bridge. It makes sense in hindsight, but in the context of the arc, it seems like a bit too much for Master Bridge, Builder's Lowly, Gen Bodyguard. There is a Great Naruto Bridge in real life. So, what it's trying to say is that this is pretty much like an adaptation to what Naruto and the rest of the characters are before the fun stuff begins in the original. So, well, that's all for this arc, of course. Not much to talk about. Chirijin exams arc. So this is where the arc goes the tournament arc wise and all that. As you can see, that's above me. It's already changed, and the episodes takes up to 20 to 67. So it's around 47 episodes at the most. You can see quite few major characters get introduced in this arc. There are some fun battles here. So, means there's gonna be some tournaments going on, and all my understanding is. And let's say there's other characters I do like in this one. So, yeah. Everyone is competing for the Kavin Chichen prize and not actually trying to kill each other. As a result, we get to see them all show off some awesome ninja moves and clever strategies. So basically, like I was saying, is that we get most of the ninjas, they compete each other Naruto, Rock Lee, Sakura, Sasuke, or Neji. You know those characters, if those of you who are watching it. If you don't, well, you pretty much have to know from the beginning of the arcs that I mentioned to you earlier. So yeah. Of course, this is when before the tournament starts. Let's say it says Sasuke also gets his curse mark in his art, in this art. So it means, like, let's just say some kind of creature that's like a snake, of course. For some reason, it got right here. It just bit right here, and it gives him the curse mark for this art. So he's got like some kind of like 3 marks in his neck there. That's part of his new curse mark, that it becomes more dark and more darker when he progresses. So yeah, and okay, let's see a little more. 2 ninjas manage to win despite doing seemingly nothing. Naruto passes the written exam with a blank paper. Oh gee. Shikamaru ultimately learns the Chujin rank by doing the right thing and forfeiting his match. Wow. Forfeiting a match? What kind of silly game is this? Okay, you did it right, yes, but it's been a while I watched it, so I'm just reading off the what I have right here, so yeah. Alright, so other than that, that's all for this arc. That's all a lot of tournaments going on here, you can see. And next one, it'll be Koda Crush. So, let's say this arc is pretty short, but important, of course. But I will read them to you, as I discussed. And this episode takes up to 68 to 80, just so you know. And it says, Ichimaru attacks the Hidden Leaf village. He battles the Thorough Kage. So Ichimaru basically wants to take over the whole Hidden Leaf and just tries to make a revenge over to the Hidden Leaf for his own reasons. And of course he had a battle against the third Hokage, who originally was Hokage in the original, as you see. And we see several summonings. Ichimaru has snakes, the third Hokage has a monkey, and Naruto summons a couple of toads. So Naruto basically learns some of those things from Jiraiya himself, who knows all these special summons. As you can see, we learn about Gaara's connection to Chicago. It's one of those sand turkeys, you can say. And also, the third Hokage dies. So basically, third Hokage uses some kind of jutsu that actually just hurts Ichimaru really bad. And Ichimaru, for some reason, he can't even do like a thing, like can't move, or his body is already about to tear apart thanks to that jutsu. So that's just to my understanding as I remember. So yeah. Next arc is Jiraiya, Degitsuki, and Sasuke lead the search of Itsumare. Oh, that's the next Hokage. Here we have that also. It takes up to like episode 81 to 100, so you know. Here we have the first time that Jiraiya teaches Naruto, which I mentioned earlier. As the two head out in search of Jiraiya's former ninja teammate, which will be, I know who that is. We also have the first appearance of Sasuke's brother, Itachi. Later on, his story will get a lot more complicated, but for now, he is just a member of the evil Akatsuki. So this is the team that I remember. This is for like, you'll see more when you get to Shippūden, of course. But for this one particular, you won't be seeing them as much as you saw for the original. So you know how that goes. Sasuke and Itachi have a confession, but it's not yet for the real battle now. Itachi is a lot more interesting in Naruto. Oh yeah, I don't blame you. He is a bit more interesting. Naruto uses Rasengan for the first time. So basically, to my understanding, Jiraiya actually teaches Naruto how to use Rasengan. That's Naruto's new signature Wind Jutsu Chakra, as you see. That's one of those move types from Wind that goes like, you have to like really, really use your chakra and just get that Wind Chakra around his hand right there, so you can boom put it on enemies like that. But that's one of the stronger moves, to be honest with you. This is a good story arc, as it marks a change of the series. We start to deceive into the history of Oka, and we meet some new enemies. So, as you can see, we're going to be seeing more enemies going on around then. So, yeah. And I think I do remember that's when Naruto had to fight against Kobita. I remember his name right. Yeah, he's Ichimaru's vessel, you can say. He's one of those characters that was with him. And they were working together or something like that. So, there you have it. I'm gonna skip the filter ones. They're not that important. I just told you. Alright, looks like it'll be the last of the arc for original Naruto, as I'm gonna be talking about. And to be honest with you, that one is an ironic battle, to be honest. That battle is pretty interesting. So I'm gonna read it off to you. Last arc of the original Naruto. For the rest of others, they're all filters, so you don't have to watch them. That's just my recommendation, if you wanna keep watching Naruto. So yeah, if you wanna watch them, be my guest. Alright, the last canon season that will be, well, not season, arc will be Sasuke Recovery Mission, and it takes up the episodes up to episode 107 to 135, as you see. Yup. And it says here, after a fight with Naruto, Sasuke leaves Kobita. I can't even say the name right again, I'm sorry. He leaves because he wants to be strong enough to fight Itachi. So, basically Sasuke wants to make a little revenge on Itachi, of course. He doesn't know why, of course. Naruto has been making a lot of progress, which he's been training from Jiraiya. And Sasuke feels like he hasn't. Ichimaru offers Sasuke a deal, and he takes it. So I don't know what I remember the deal was, but yeah. Of course, Naruto isn't ready to let Sasuke leave just quite yet, which Naruto is like, I'm not gonna let you leave. I'm not gonna let you leave, Sasuke. You're like a brother to me. That's how that is. And speaking of which, I have Sasuke's statue right up there, where you should see in this video. I can't even say it right. The mission itself is a bit formatic. I can't even say it. Each member of the team has an evil counterpart. The Sand Village trio now are the good guys' side. Has to come to help. So Naruto had a fight against Gaara before, and Gaara basically had a fight against Naruto in battle. Gaara's like not even in control at that time. The Tsurugi tells him like, no, everybody hates you. Just fight against who doesn't want to be with you. Something like that. That's my understanding. There's a fun bit where we discover that Rock Lee is quite good at drunken fist martial arts. Best known from a couple of Jackie Chan's movies. So let's say Rock Lee, actually, it was funny that he had to drink some kind of like alcohol, and then he drinks some beer or something, and then he goes like this. That's how that goes. yeah, that's funny, but I do like that, to be honest. Naruto fights Sasuke, and we see Naruto's Demon Fox quote for the first time, so they're all going into battle, as I told you. The mission is a failure. But now Naruto is determined to get stronger and bring Sasuke back. This is also one of the rare times that we see that Sakura actually does care about Naruto. Oh yeah, I know, that's what I would say. The end of this arc sets the stage for the time skip and Naruto Shippuden. Naruto goes off to train with Jiraiya, while Sakura trains with Sasuke. I can't say her name right, but yeah, so this is how that goes, as you see. So I gotta say, the last arc of the anime was pretty good. I enjoyed it. But of course, the rest of it was just like, nah. But yeah, so other than that, we're gonna move on to Naruto Shippuden. Sorry, I had to do that Shippuden again. Alright, see you on to the next part of this video. Here we are. We're on to Shippuden part of this discussion video in part 1. So, as you can see, I had to change myself a new clothes and get myself showered during this one of those recordings. So here I am. We're gonna talk about Shippuden for sure. So we're gonna get to a further adaptation to the Naruto series. That it takes place right after Sasuke and Naruto battle from each other when they're younger kids. Now the adaptation from the original gets more bigger than actually for the original, cause they're grown up and everyone is different. So further ado, let's get to all the arcs from Shippuden itself. So keep your ears open and let's get to business. Okay, so we'll get to Kazekage rescue mission right up to the screen, of course. And it takes up to episode 1 to 32. So, let's talk about it right here. There's some silliness at the beginning where we are reintroduced to the characters. Naruto is stronger and Sakura packs a powerful punch. Naruto still has the sexy no jutsu. Weird jutsu, if you ask me. Let's say Naruto is using it for like appealing to the guy. It appeals with a sexual appeal with ladies, and for lady using his guy's sex appeal to a lady character for opponent, you can put it. But Naruto's is doing it for like jokes of jutsu, you can put it. To me, it's a joke jutsu, so don't even ask me. So he does that when he first used it before. So yeah. Okay, further discussion. Naruto has been taught from Jiraiya. They were both training. Sakura gets trained with the recent Hokage, the 5th Hokage. There's a lady, Sasuke. I can't say her name right, but I know she's the latest Hokage in the anime later on. So yeah, and the next one we're gonna talk about after that, Gaara is getting captured by Akatsuki, while Gaara faces against Data, who's a member of Akatsuki, who can even use clay with explosion jutsus, and even he can create jutsu from his hand with a paw right here, and it's a mouth. It's like this. And then he can create any creative jutsu he wants to explode. So he actually had to go to Hidden Sand Village and just evade that village and look for Gaara, and Gaara and him, they both face each other right afterwards. But I gotta say, it's an interesting battle. But too bad he got captured though, and then they took Saku from him, which means he got his Juriki off of him. So they got Juriki off of him. The goofy, likable villain Toby shows up. Enjoy him. while you still can, before the big twist is revealed. And you know the plot twist. The Akatsuki are collecting tail beasts. So basically they're using it to like... Later on, I'll discuss when we get there, of course. There should be something we'll discuss, so yeah. Other than that, that's all for this arc. Next arc we're going to talk about is Tenki Bridge Mission. I can't pronounce that name up there, so you'll see up there. And it's episode 33 to 53. Just keep that in mind, for those of you who are wondering. This is where they adapt a new Team 7 with Naruto and his crew. Naruto and Sakura get a new teammate, Sai. Sai is a big jerk, and he's also connected to the untrustworthy Danzo. Oh, don't get me started with Danzo. Danzo's the guy that I'll discuss when we get further. But Sai, he's actually the new member of the Team 7, if you those of you do not know. And that's because Sasuke is already off with his own, getting his own mission over with. And also he did join with Ichimaru and all that. So, other than that, we'll keep discussing this. The team also gets a new leader, Yamko. Yeah, it's the guy that had, like a medal in his pierce in his face here. And he can do wood jutsu, just like the first Hokage from the anime. So, yeah. I thought he's not bad for a character. So, next we'll talk about this. Naruto gets dangerously beastly with a four-tailed fox demon form. We also meet Sasuke again, who has gone further down the path to the dark side. So, what's happening is Naruto and his crew, Naruto's the one who once looked for Sasuke when he left the Hindley village. And Naruto has wanted to go after Sasuke, but Ichimaru and Naruto had to face each other on the bridge. Of course, that's what I remember at least. And of course, Sasuke already went to the dark side path, as you guys already know. So, yeah, pretty interesting. And of course, let's get the filter arcs. I'll talk about the filters as important, so I'm not going to discuss too much further, so you know. Next one we're going to talk about is Akatsuki Submission Mission. You see up there. And then it goes up to episode 72 to 88. And this gets interesting. We meet more of the Akatsuki, which is more Akatsuki members, after you met Dana, who is actually the first Akatsuki that gets introduced in the anime. Well, he's not the first, actually. It's just he was first introduced to Shippūden. But yeah, so let's see. Okay, Asuna, the leader of Team 7, who is the captain of the Team 7, of course, dies in battle with Akatsuki. So basically, what happens is Shikamaru and his crew, their Team 7, they have to face against Aiden and I forget this other kid's name. But they had to face each other while Aiden can't even use that jutsu, can't even, like, just use his body go black and white while they gets opponent's blood, and he has to make a sign like a ritual standing in the middle of the pattern while he makes that jutsu. So, of course, though, it's pretty deadly if you ask me. And if he actually cuts you right here, or cuts himself right there, then you also get hit by that, because it's your blood and all that. I gotta say, his jutsu is really deadly. You gotta watch out for him if you ever faced him. Oh, woo! Too dangerous if you ask me, guys. Too dangerous. Of course, the Asuna, the captain of Team 7, too bad he died. So, he was a good captain for the team, unfortunately. Too bad he had to die. So yeah. Let's see. Okay. I'm skipping that arc. Alright, next one we're going to be doing next is Itachi Persistent Mission. So you'll see it up there, of course. Takes up to 113 to 118. So it's a shorter arc, actually. And so this is what happens with Sasuke, of course. Sasuke attacks Orochimaru. He attains the new ninja team called the Hedi. So, okay. How this works is that Sasuke already got Ichimaru's powers. Not all of it, just some of it. He's got most of that snake kind of jutsu you can put in. I don't know if that's the case. But, so, right after he attacks him and he left off at his own, do his own mission, and he had to get his own new team that forms with him. Like he's got to get 3 members of his team, which I'll name off in a second here, of course. But right in the screen. Okay, here we are. I got the characters right here in the screen. So, I got Setsuku. That's him on the screen over there. He's got the water jutsu. And also he does want some blade that they were facing each other in the original. When Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura, they face against Zabu from the original. He had the Executor blade, and he wants other weaponry for his collection, whatever. So that's my understanding of that character. And Karin, that's another one. And there's a fun fact. Do you know that she's actually the part of the Uzumaki's clan, if you did not know? But she has like a most crush towards Sasuke like Sakura did in the original, but oh boy, she has a crush on him too. Woo, Sasuke's got a fan girls around there, man. Woo-hoo-hoo! Insane, people. Okay, after that, Jugo. Oh yeah, Jugo's background story is insane. He's got the curse mark like Sasuke, but Sasuke, he's got he's got some marks on him, of course. Yeah, so that's how it is. And right afterwards, they all joined up as a team just to actually go do what Sasuke wants to do, is actually get his brother, Itachi. He wants to get Itachi. That's part of his goal. Sasuke's goal is to get Itachi and then kill him. All that. Alright, I'll continue with the story. Right afterwards, Team Kakashi and Team 8 join forces to track down Itachi because they know Sasuke's going after him, so they figure go after them too. Naruto finds him, which is Itachi, but is unable to do anything but talk, which is obvious. Obito's henchman, Kobito, has absorbed some of his old master's powers, which means Uchimaru's powers. Pretty much everything from this point forward is pretty epic, except for the filter stuff. Well, duh. That's kind of obvious. So that's all for this arc, of course. Next arc is really big and emotional. It's called Tale of Jiraiya the Granite, which is up there. And it's episodes 127 to 133. That's not a long arc, to be honest. Jiraiya's own adventure, that it's when he actually goes track down where the leader of the Gitsuki is Pain. Of course. Pain is... yeah, so Pain right now, he's gonna get tracked down by Jiraiya, of course. And then they battled each other. Pain has revealed his plan. Instead of collecting infinite stones, Pain is collecting Tail Beast so he can wipe out entire nations. So, let's just say this, guys. Let's just say this. Sorry about that, there's so many things going on. Okay, so, what's funny is that Pain is actually... Do you know that he actually has a dedicated with more than just one himself? He's dedicated with the other characters that are from his past, like Nabakato, who is actually the one who controls Pain and his former clan, that it was his friends back in the past before they formed to Akatsuki. And Jiraiya found out the truth. He's the one who actually trained those three of those members when they're younger, including Naruto and other two, I forget their names. But I do know that's Jiraiya's background story. And of course, as you all know, too bad he passed away. And after he passed away, he gave the message to the Hidden Leaf that Pain is coming to destroy Hidden Leaf. If you did not know, so yeah. That's after that sad story. Fated battle between brothers. And it's episode 134 to 143, which is when Sasuke and Itachi, they battle each other. That's part of Sasuke's goal, obviously. And it said, and guess who won that battle? It was Sasuke won against Itachi, of course. That was if you don't want to get spoiled or anything, but problem is, I already said earlier, if you want to get spoiled, I wouldn't stay around too much long. If you want to keep watching, you can keep watching and hear what I was saying. So, I'm just trying to recap the arcs, of course. Anyway, back to this. Toby tells Sasuke the secret history of the Uchiha clan. Toby claims to be actually Mura Uchiha, rival to the first Hokage. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I don't believe it, man. It was hard to tell was actual Mura or other character, but I feel like that's not Mura though. But yeah. The Uchiha clan was powerful. Itachi was spy on it. Learning this makes Sasuke hate Kuchita, which is part of Hidden Leaf Village, of course. So I'll be honest, Sasuke learned the truth of Itachi, how he like kill every Uchiha clan because of that. Someone ordered him to kill every Uchiha clan. So that's how Sasuke knows the background story a bit. Mura's the one who told him that. It's a crazy stuff, if you ask me. But that battle was pretty fun though, I'll admit. Other than that, that's all for that story. I hope you paid attention to that. Next one we're going to be talking about is Pain's Assault, in which episodes takes up to 152 to 169 and 172 to 175, which is when Pain and Naruto, they face each other in a great battle in Hidden Leaf, which Pain destroyed. Pain attacks Koruda, which is Hidden Leaf. I'll just say Hidden Leaf to make it easier. Searching for Naruto, which is obvious. He is still training away from the village, which Naruto's learning to use Sage Mode. He has to learn Sage Mode in order to beat Pain, of course. Which he had to do. That's after when Jiraiya passed away. And Danzo kills the messengers sent to receive him. The attack on Hidden Leaf leaves behind a crater. Okay, so that's what happened, basically. Naruto uses Sage Mode and rescues Shinzare. Pain pins down Naruto. Hinata attempts to protect him, but fails. Hinata's really a strong female character when it comes to anime. I remember when Naruto had to face against Pain because nobody else can even beat Pain but Naruto. Naruto's like the only one who can actually beat Pain. But the problem is, Naruto just kept losing against Pain. That is just so powerful. But Hinata just came to save him. Naruto gets angry enough to lose control of himself, which is, he had to lose all of his in control of Nine Tails chakra, basically. Naruto is able to release the full power of the Nine-Tailed box when he's stopped by the 4th Hokage, which is Mito, Naruto's father. And he revealed that he's Naruto's father, obviously, I said. This is the best part of the last arc, of course. This arc, I mean. Naruto climbs down and talks with Nagato, the real leader behind the insult. Naruto convinces Nagato to bring back many of the ninjas who had died in the battle. Naruto finally gets the hero's welcome that he wanted. Oh man, guys, can you believe it? Naruto used to be hated, now he became a hero of the village. And then everybody's like, yay, he's the hero, yay, yay. Can you believe it? You would imagine if I was there and then I saved every village, I became a hero? That's the best thing you could ever accomplish. But of course, it's not happens with everybody, man. It's insane. I'll be honest with ya. Okay. That was a fantastic arc, you can put it. Nagato is basically actually Pain himself, but he's actually not Pain. Just because they just call him just because, That's how like the character was and all that. It's insane. Alright, I'm passing that arc. Now we got the next arc after that is called War 5 Hokage Summit, which is up there. Episode 197 to 214. The reconstruction of Pin Leaf begins. Danzo is maimed, acting 6 Hokage, while Tsunade is recovering. Ooh. I don't like the sound of Danzo, if you ask me. I don't like Danzo. The 5th grade ninja nations hold a summit at the neutral location, the Land of Iron. Naruto wants the Hokage to not hunt down Sasuke. They were gonna want to kill Sasuke because he's the biggest threat to the village, while everybody else finds out that he was the biggest threat to the village. So, too bad, so sad. I'll tell you that one. Okay, I'll just get to that when we get there. I have. Unfortunately, the summit is interrupted first by Sasuke's team, and then by Tobi, which they interrupt the meeting. Danzo flees the meeting after it is revealed that he was trying to manipulate events. OMG. I'm just glad Sasuke and the team just get rid of Danzo, man. Danzo's like so stupid, okay? I don't like Danzo so much. That's how I feel about him. Tobi wants Naruto and Kyuubi, the host of Not 8 Tails. The 4 remaining leaders are ready to go to war to stop Akatsuki, which the Akatsuki is still going while they're almost going extinct. Kakashi ends up as the de facto leader of Pin Leaf. Sasuke kills Danzo in battle, which I'm glad Sasuke did so. And he found out the truth between what Danzo's doing. I think he was the one who responsibly told Itachi to kill his clan. It was from himself to Itachi. I felt bad for the guy. Back home in Hinley, Naruto's friends decided that the time has come to kill Sasuke. Sakura volunteers to tell Naruto. Sakura tries to get Naruto to give up on Sasuke. I don't like this, guys. I really don't like this. Okay, I'll tell you what. Further ado, I will show you this one part that I really do not like, and it's still stuck up to me to this day as I watch this, well, as I do the video. Alright guys, here's a clip of that stupidity Sakura did with Naruto. Take a look.
Sakura, what was that? What did you just say? 'Cause I don't think I heard you right. Say it again? I guess, sure. What I said was, I love you, Naruto.
What? 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 You're crazy, man. This will never happen. Are you tripping in with me or something?
Okay, there we are. That's what happened. So, basically, what I'm trying to say here is that Sakura basically tries to lie to Naruto about she actually loves him. This is where it gets more frustrating for me, why I started to hate her even more thanks to this. She really is more kiddish than Naruto was, honestly. And then people say Naruto's more kiddish, but yes, I agree, he was more kiddish back then. But now he's actually a lot more intelligent than he was in original. So, I'm telling you, man, it was just so stupid if I ever saw for some character like her, man. So now you know why I was so frustrated about. But anyway, says Sakura then tries to kill Sasuke. Sasuke fights Kakashi. Team 7 is united with a fight between Naruto and Sasuke. Ooh, Sasuke's getting his own plot going, like he wants to destroy the Hidden League because of Danzo did for Itachi. Yeah, Itachi killed the whole clan, and Sasuke feels so bad about the Uchiha clan. So, yeah, that's how it happened, basically. Alright, that's all for that nasty arc. In my own opinion, lies. And then here we are, we're into the 4th Shinobi World War, which is right up there. We're on to episode 215 to 222. So that's crazy stuff happening, guys. And it says a lot happens here, and it can be hard to keep up. There are lots of battles, some ninja history and flashbacks, which is flashbacks from like past and all that. Kibito engages a real threat with the ability to bring ninjas back to life. Kibito forms an alliance with Tobi and Zetsu. So basically, Kibito uses the reanimation jutsu to bring back the past enemies and past people they were died in shinobi history. Okay? So that's how it happened, of course. Including he had to revive Mura himself back to life. So, that's how that happened. Kibito's power means that he can control dead Kages and other powerful ninjas, including Itachi and Nagato. Nagato, obviously he's the Pain himself, but he's actually the one who's created of Pain in the first place, so, yeah. Itachi is freed from Kabuto's control and can now help the good guys. Sasuke kills the original White Zetsu, which is fantastic. Kabuto reveals that he has revived the real Maru Uchiha, which I already discussed earlier. There are battles involving the vicious Churiki humans with tail beasts, which I discussed earlier, and with Kages against Bora. Sasuke and Itachi teams up with Kabuto. Uchimaru returns. So basically, Sasuke decides to bring back Uchimaru with some kind of cells from Kabuto they use for Uchimaru. So he wants to revive him because so he can actually attain the war, or he doesn't actually care about the war at the time. So he wanted to see if he can actually learn the full truth what happened. So yeah. Then right around the Ninja War, Tobi is actually revealed to be Obito. Obito is the guy who is Tobi all this time we do not know about. That was the biggest twist we ever seen in the world in animes like this. Kakashi fights Obito with a lots of trips down memory lane. Oh, bringing back memories back like while they're kids. Woo, good stuff, guys. Delicious stuff. The 10 Tails is almost completed, and Obito becomes its Churiki. Uchimaru joins the good guys, and Team 7 is reunited. Woo! Interesting stuff, guys. And that arc sounds pretty interesting. That's way before the big battle starts. Of course, I'm gonna skip most of these, of course, because there's a lot of battles going on, to be honest. And here we are. We're on to the next arc called Birth of the 10 Tails Churiki, which is right up there. And it takes place in episodes between 378 to 388, 391 to 393, 414 to 421, and 424 to 431. A lot of big stuff going on in that one arc, guys. A lot of one full of arcs with this battle, so I'm gonna keep reading to you. Obito takes a new form as a Churiki. He starts to prepare the infinite Toski. I cannot say it right. This was trap everyone in the dream world, which the tree was coming to life and take everyone to go to sleep. Naruto and Sasuke fought together to save the world, which good thing that Sasuke came and saved the Shinobi world. They are joined by the entire Allied Shinobi force, including quite a few reformed bad guys. Whew. Insane. So, basically, to my understanding is, Uchimaru actually used the reanimated jutsu to bring back the 4 Hokages to life. The Hokages, they were from Hidden Leaf, including Hashirama, his brother, second Hokage, third Hokage, I don't know his name well, and then Muto from fourth Hokage, which is Naruto's father, which is pretty interesting. And of course, I already know Muto's background story, and so is Hashirama. Obito looks ready to end the war, but he is forced to bring Mura back to life. Mura becomes the new Churiki for 10 Tails. Naruto and Sasuke both nearly died. 9 Tails is removed, which it was insane. That was during the battle and the war. That's when Halimura actually was using some kind of power to take every Juriki back to where he is and to make himself to be 6 paths forward. Let's see. Naruto and Sasuke get help from the Sage of 6 Paths, which is they were already knocked out and knocked out and dead. They're not really dead, it's just that they look like they're dead, but they're actually not dead in reality. So they learn that they are the reincarnations of his sons. Oof, interesting, as I know. Mura finally activates the infinite tusk. I can't say it right. But that's just what happens, like, you use that kind of power to make everyone, like, look at the sun. And then they all go up to the tree and get the powers from their chakra and then get someone back to life, basically. That's my understanding, so yeah. That's all for that big full arc for that one. Next one is gonna be interesting, but I will mention the one it's more important after that will be the 3 arcs. There's the filters, but that one's more important to watch is because you guys need to know what happens right towards the end before Boruto comes around. So yeah, the arc says the next arc right up here is Kodada Osaki Strikes, which I cannot pronounce it right earlier. So it's right up here. It's episodes 451 to 455, 458 to 468, and 470 to 479, which is basically contains the battle between Team 7, including Obito, versus Kodada, which is the threat of the Shinobi world. This is a conclusion to Naruto Shippuden. Black Sitsu kills Mora, Princess Kagita is reborn, so which is I already discussed earlier. Naruto and Sasuke battle Kagita. Naruto and Sasuke and Obito have to rescue Sasuke. In the end, Team 7 saves the world. The heroes say their final goodbyes, which is after they beat against Kodata, which was a crazy battle. But if I'm being honest, that battle wasn't that good. So yeah, I prefer the game over the anime, to be honest. So yeah. Sorry. Okay, this says Sasuke has one last trick of his sleeve. So right after the battle, he actually revealed his plan. He said to kill the Kages and take control of the tail beast. Woo, Sasuke, you sneaky boy. You sneaky boy. And this is another last battle for the anime. It's pretty interesting, of course. It says Naruto and Sasuke have one final fight. Sasuke concludes that Naruto has won and heads off in search of redemption. So, I'll be honest, I felt like it was a tie, okay? Between the battle, feels like a tie. I know Sasuke says he concedes, let Naruto win the battle. To me, it's more of a tie, but he chooses to concede. That's it. That's my understanding. So, there we are. This is how it ended, right here, for the big stuff. So then after that, right after that, the all full of arcs are just basically post arcs before Boruto starts. So I'll tell you like the more important stuff would be is when Naruto gets married to Hinata. And so Sasuke, he basically can walk freely in the village, outside the village he wants. And of course, Kakashi has to keep an eye on him, of course. He's responsible if Sasuke did something that he shouldn't be doing outside the village. So, right afterwards, here we are. That's how the Shippuden ended. Well, okay. So this is all part 1. I hope you guys enjoy part 1 so much, and I'll see you all in part 2.